What are you doing?
Trying to take this cover off the damn shoe.
Why you got a sheet? You in the kitchen?
Something to make some mess to celebrate my brothers.
Okay, so we are on our way to the to Sarasota for the memorial service for my uncle. And traveling at this time during a pandemic is weird, to say the least. So we've officially made it to the room. Um, it's so weird. Like, we're at the Holiday Inn and they're saying they're not gonna clean the room. They're not doing anything. They're just they aren't doing breakfast. They aren't cleaning the rooms. If you need new sheets and stuff, you got to take it down there. This is just a whole new experience. It's kind of weird, kind of enduring, but it's like, I don't usually get my hotel rooms cleaned while I'm there anyway. But it's like them having to go through like the whole spiel of, we're not going to do this, we're going to do that. We can't do this, we can't do that. There's no such thing as housekeeping. Like, we literally bought a thing of Lysol and sprayed down this whole room before we even remotely settled in. And it's crazy. But we've made it, and tomorrow's a memorial service. It is Mother's Day. I'm going to try and make it somewhat special for my mom as much as I can. But I don't know how I'm gonna do that, cause I bought her a Mother's Day gift, but Amazon lost it. Well, they didn't lose it. They said it was undeliverable when it was literally down the street from my house. So I don't know how that happened or how that came about, but it's a thing. It happened. So I think I'm gonna order us dinner and try and make the best of this. I mean, we left the house at like 12 o'clock, and we made it here at about exactly 7. So we made pretty decent time. There's like no traffic on the road, so it was kind of an easy drive. But yeah, this is all just so different and not necessarily weird, but different. Like, okay, it's a little weird, but you know, I feel like the funeral or laying somebody to rest is closure for the family and everything. So I'm happy I could be here because it will give at least my mind, my body, and my soul some closure. But we do plan on having a memorial service or like a celebration, not a memorial service, but a celebration of life for him after all of this is done. So yeah.
A little bit. Talk.
So weird.
Huh?
So weird.
So weird.
So cute.
Listen to you.
So cute.
So.
You going to see your twin?
You know your twin.
You look like you.
I don't know the child. I think you say 14. Not I guess we'll find out.
Just scream Arnell down the hall and see if he answers.
I'll let you know. I got knocked. In case it's the wrong though.
So if it's the wrong though, I can get shot and you can't. Really? How you gonna explain that to your husband?
I don't know. Damn rednecks, Trump supporters.
I just want you to know. I'm talking that.
Hello. What's up? Ooh.
Thinking,
Beau.
what if he doesn't have it?
You ain't got your mask all the way up.
It's over now.
Yeah, what if he doesn't have
When you try to go down.
to do this? Do I
That's a big one though.
wait
Y'all have a big one.
They could need it.
just go on with this thing knowing it's not going to go anywhere? And you think Sophie had it chose?
Yeah.
He came through.
I mean, you can get a couple gloves if you want, just to put in person you want to.
It was a great writer, had it all, and
Okay, well, I'm getting out of the car.
6 years later,
Just in case.
yeah, hands down, my wife Deb.
Not the accident. She's not the
No. And believe me, both kids will
agree.
will absolutely agree.
That's so awesome. All right. Well, here's the thing. I love saying the title.
You gonna text me when y'all
which is
get
Schitt's Creek.
back to the hotel? On the way back to the
But every
hotel?
time I say
So I can meet y'all
Schitt's
downstairs?
Creek, we need to show the words on the screen. Schitt's Creek. See what I mean? It's kind of. So I was wondering, like, how tough.
Cause I want to get everybody reaction to the mask, but since y'all ain't gonna be getting out the car after you get to the cemetery, y'all meeting at the cemetery.
Like, how did they? Do you see what I did there?
It's great. Because when you hear Schitt's Creek, you initially
You should have brought a Lysol spray down that car when you get it. See, he got that.
She is.
Hmm?
She is. Trash.
Don't spray my lettuce seeds.
Boy, I got no lunch.
So how you feel about the current situation?
Oh, that makes a feelings. I don't know. Like I said, I know he's in a better place, but it's always hard to let him go.
What you think about? You touching my face. Funeral during the pandemic.
I don't know.
Huh?
One of those things. Good morning. go through, and it's hard. But
Okay, so let's just really have this conversation. Glasses fogged up. I'll take these off. So, coming from a really big family oriented household, very big family oriented family, this has been like the hardest pill to swallow as of lately. Like, uh, having my uncle pass away during this time, and I know it has to be killing my cousins, is crazy. Like, he passed away May 7th. He passed away May 2nd. That's a Saturday, which I'm happy. Look, I was good with the fact that it happened on a Saturday because last year, if you guys know, my other uncle passed away, and I got that news while I was at work. And he's been, this Uncle William, has been in the hospital for a while. So I was kind of having anxiety that I was going to get the call while I was at work. And I just don't like getting bad news while I'm at work. I don't like getting emotional while I'm at work. I don't like, etc. I hate it. I hate being a Pisces. I hate being a water sign. I hate being an emotional person, but that's what I was blessed with, I guess you could say. I wear my emotions on my sleeve for some reason. I feel like if I ever did a complete 180, it would be weird for a lot of people, but that's not what we're here to talk about. But you be wondering, my mom got dressed and she got ready to go to the funeral. Why am I still at the hotel? That's because only 10 people are allowed at the funeral. Now, got word that more than 10 people are supposed to be going to the funeral / memorial service, but for the most part, it's at a military cemetery. So I don't know if they will let more than 10 people in or not. Just to be safe, I would have preferred for my mom to go to her brother's funeral than to make it awkward if I were to go and then they say, oh, one person can't come in, then I volunteer to go, and then it's awkward because she's in there and I'm not. You know what I mean? So, just to make it easier, I'd rather it be like her at the cutoff 10 than me be weirdly somewhere else in an awkward situation for everybody. Further, where only 10 people are allowed, his family takes up half of it, and the rest are other people. Then another thing is, we do plan on having a celebration of life for him after all this is over with. It's said and done, and the new normal kicks in, but it just won't be the same. Like, I feel like funerals really give you that closure for when someone passes away. And I do somewhat feel like some family members probably aren't getting their closure with it because they are missing this. But it's just something, I guess, it's in God's hands. Another thing that kind of hit me was the fact that my grandmother, who is 90 years old, cannot go to her own son's funeral. And that's her oldest son. That's her oldest child. And she can't go to his funeral. And I know it has to be killing her to see that and have to deal with that. But, she's a very faithful woman, faithful in God and everything. And, I've learned a lot from her. Learned a lot from my mom. I learned a lot from everybody in my family, including those who aren't with us anymore. And that's why I wear 7205 on my chest. And that's why I named my brand after 7205. Because when 7205, those family values were instilled in me. And the more I go through life, the more I never regret naming my company 7205 and basing it off of family values, basing it off of everything. Because that is what describes me, and that is who I am. But this is just a whole new ballpark. Like it's weird to have to count out how many people are going and count out how many people are going to actually be able to get in and what's going on and everything. Then it's we're in this hotel right now in Sarasota and nobody's here. They're not doing home housekeeping. They're not doing anything. They're not doing the breakfast. They're not doing nothing. It's weird going out of town to a hotel and just having to come and spray the whole room down with Lysol. This is all weird, but it's probably going to end up being the new normal for a lot of stuff. Granted, hotels and everything may go back to being the same, but are you really going to, after this, walk into a hotel and be like, oh, everything's fine, let's, whatever. No, you're probably going to still, this is probably going to be something that you get used to, and you're probably going to continue to bring Lysol and Clorox wipes and wipe everything down before you come. Although, there are a lot of people who do that anyway, but they probably, it's probably nothing to them. But it's kind of you get comfortable in the sense that you can go somewhere and just relax and not have to worry about other things. But now we have a big cloud over us, and it's causing us to be and do things that we may not have normally do. And I know my mom said she wanted to talk to y'all about something with my grandma, because I know the plan is to go by my grandma's house, and I am going to film that for y'all, but it's not going to be the same. But I'll let her explain that to you. I'll try and get her to explain it to you when she comes back, so that, because we were downstairs and she was talking about it and she was kind of getting emotional about it. Mind you guys, I've never seen my mom cry. I've only seen my mom cry once in all of this. In my whole life, I've only seen my mom cry once. To hear her getting emotional and this pandemic making her emotional is I would just wish me as a person had did what I've always talked about doing a long time ago, so that maybe possibly in a different world I would have been set right now, so she wouldn't have to work. She wouldn't have to bottle up all her emotions, put on a happy face or whatever, and go to work every day. But these are the cards we were dealt. I don't know what else to say. to meet the family.
As you all know, this coronavirus is going around. And ever since January, February, I've been wanting to go see my mother. But I know I can't because of this coronavirus. So on February, you be able to take that out, right? May the 2nd, 2020, I lost my oldest brother, William. This is like a week before Mother's Day. William, our oldest brother, he was a rock of the family. He's the one that no matter where he was, he did serve the military and Air Force. He would send everyone, not a couple, but everyone in the family, a birthday card. I mean, you look forward to that birthday card because you know you didn't get nothing else. You were going to get a birthday card from William. And it's ironic that last year on his birthday, July the 26th, we had him a surprise birthday party. Not knowing that it was going to be his last birthday here on Earth. We had a good time. Some of his friends from school came. We had it at my mother's house, and it was nice. But when I heard that he passed, like I say, all I wanted to do is get to my mother. This has been a long, hard week for me. As you know, I work in retail. I'm a florist, so I'm one of those essential workers that I had to work. I had to put my best foot forward to make sure all these other mothers had their flowers. But deep down inside, I wasn't really there. I did my best. So it's Sunday, the Mother's Day. Me and my daughter got up and we rode from Atlanta to Sarasota. So I rode all day Mother's Day. I called my mother, wished her happy Mother's Day. And it's hard because I still have not seen my mother. Because it's hard for me to go there and not touch her, not see her. But we had my brother's going away celebration at Sarasota Memorial Military Cemetery. And the funeral, there would only be 10 people there. So my mother couldn't come because she's 90 years old and she's fragile. shouldn't be around all these people. We don't know what we bring to her, so we cannot put her in harm's way because we don't know what we got, what we're carrying. So it was 10 people there, maybe 13. It was my brother's wife, Moon, his daughters, Patricia, Clarinet, and Felicia. Their three of their children. My brother, Arnell, and his wife, Jackie. Myself, my nephew, Tim, and his three boys. And this funeral, it was not like a regular funeral. There was no singing. There was no preaching. I'm sure there was, we prayed, wasn't no praying out loud. But we drove through. We had to wait to at a spot at cemetery, and they drove us around to the respective park or Air Force Drive. I guess since it was Air Force, they have Air Force Drive. They got the Army Drive. I guess Navy and Marine Drive. So I guess everybody's services at different parts. So we drove, followed the hearse there, and then they drove the hearse a little ways further, and then they transferred his body from the hearse to this van, and then the van came back, and they took his body where they was going to bury him at. We had to stay at the road. Like I said, there was no singing, no preaching. His wife, all she wanted to do was just touch him one last time, but she couldn't go where they were. We all had to stay at the road, and all they did was just lower his body in the ground and covered it up. And that's all we did. We just stood there and we comforted each other. But like I say, it was very emotional. I mean, he didn't have the 21 gun salute that he was entitled to. I guess entitlement. It's entitlement. It was just us just standing there, comforting each other, and lowering his body as they lowered his body in the grave site. They said that after 4 o'clock we could come back and see the marker because all the machinery would be gone by then. So we could come back and see that. It was, like I say, it was hard just not knowing what to expect at that time. I mean, we it was just unreal. I mean, but I know he's in a better place right now, and I know that we will have him a memorial service when all this Corona is over with. These are some of the masks that we made for him to symbolize him. It's got his Air Force symbol, and it got in loving memory William Lucius Edwards, the year he's born and his death, the year of his death. Is that it?
It did have an obituary.
We did make my sister made him an obituary, so we did have an obituary of him that we read. In loving memories of Sergeant William L. Edwards.
Want to say something?
Oh, it's hard.
Okay.
What I want to say? Just say it's hard. We just buried him today. They told us we could come back out at 4 o'clock to see the marker. Oh.
Everybody left us, so we went to the beach. It's surprising that it's full on a Monday. Then again, it is summertime, basically, I guess. Now we are just fit with the task of going to see my grandmother. Literally see, because we can't hold her, we can't hug her, we can't do anything, as my mom said earlier. But she's pulling the call around, look.
I'm ready.
Okay.
I'm ready. I'm going to see my mama. You know how long I've been wanting to see my mama? I'm going to see my mama. I'm going to see my mama. You know, it's been hard not being able to see my mama. But I'm going to see her. I know I can't hug her. I can't touch her. Just to see her, just to be in her presence, do you know how that gonna make me feel? Just hope. Hope I can hold it together.
Hope you can hold it together.
Just so glad to see her. It's been so long since I've been in her presence. See my mama. I gotta put my mask on. Put my mask on. Straight. Get the Lysol out. Spray me down. Good. Oh.
Contain your excitement.
Got my Lysol. I got my mask. Oh. Alright, I guess I gotta spray me down. Turn around. Spray your back. Alright, spray me.
Give it to me.
Spray me.
She's trying to kill her baby. And I'm
Spray.
seeing it. I'm a witness to that.
Alright. Okay.
You're supposed to spray it and just walk through it, not spray it right in you like that.
But that one smells good.
I had some right here because I used to spray people when they come in too.
How you morning? How
But
you
the only
doing?
part you can come is to hear it.
Alright.
She said, no.
Did you see my mama?
Yeah, Chris came in there. This is a sheet?
I couldn't,
Oh, it's two of them? One for me and mom? And lovely memories. Oh, Anita. Oh, that's nice. Better show her this. They put it there. That's a brand. Huh? Put it here too.
let's see my mama.
She got on there? Did you get an obituary? Yeah. Okay, because I was wondering.
How you doing?
Did I leave a keys up there on the table?
Yeah. Don't take it back.
Well,
There go your another one. I'm giving it to you.
we'll see you, mama. Okay. This is how I visit my mama with Corona. Can't go to her, can't hold her. But we get elbowing each other.
Yeah, it's a new norm now.
All right.
We'll get it together directly, hopefully.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we
I
take care.
love y'all.
We love
Glad
you.
you came this close.
Yeah. We'll see you next time.
All right,
Okay,
y'all.
maybe I can hug you next time.
Y'all take care. Got everybody alone.
95 pounds, gonna be 100 when I come back.
Yeah, I'll try.
Christopher gave you some tomato